we finish Classic. Sleepy and I are both going to fly Classic, but we'll start OT after this.
So we're going to do advanced.
Oh, there it is, the Mars. Oh, now we get to see it up close. How many years you been building this? This is from the 80s.
Well, it's been in this stage since about 1980.
I remember seeing it when it didn't. I don't think it had the tissue on it. Well, that's nice. The finish is coming out nice. Yeah.
Skyloft material.
Yeah. That's a nice design.
Gonna finish it just
Cheat
like
cat. This would look good even on a 60 ship, on a 90 ship. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me see that nose. Yeah. Like a ballerina.
Let the light shine.
Yeah. No. You can see right at the end, like the Testarossa. That's what I like. Somebody talking to me? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. My wife sees these videos. You better be careful, Mary.
Yeah, really.
Hey.
That's nice. Now, how much does this weigh? Is it super light?
Well, you got to remember now, I got all of this metal.
Oh yeah. So you can't get a fair weight.
Yeah, but you can feel it. When it
No, I don't want even. My hands are all greasy from flying.
it's empty, it's very light.
Yeah, it looks. I love the cowls. Oh man.
It's got a removable landing gear.
Yeah. And a Fox 35?
Fox 35. I wish I had more power.
Yeah, but you could have Brodak 40 as it fits where a Fox 35 does.
The bolt holds.
Well, lines right up, yeah.
You know, that would be fine, but if, you know, all I had to do was maybe, if it's got a longer shaft, I can just add on.
I can make you an extension. I can make a shorter or a longer at the end. Just put it in a, I got a lathe now. Just put it in a lathe, take some off, get the fit you want, done.
Beautiful.
And even better, you know what you do? You go buy like 3 of them. Make one a little longer for when you're done flying it. And one for when you show it, it's right up by it.
It'll need me to open it.
Leave light.
Look at these guys.
Yeah, I think it's still locked.
Let's see, that's great, Ray. Let's see.
What are you doing? Grinding and transmission?
Hey, how you doing?
Wow, sometimes. What motor is in there? 440. Yeah.
Looks nice, Steve.
Thank you.
Do you do the paint or do you farm it out?
Somebody did the paint a long time ago, and it was wet sanded and buffed out.
Let's see what's under the hood. It all chromed out and everything?
It's all stopped.
Let's see what it looks like. I never saw one of these unless they're a Hemi. This is not a Hemi, right? It's a 440?
They got different engines in these.
I don't know anything about them. You could lie to me.
No, 440 Magnum 4-barrel was the. You can have a Hemi. The 440 4-barrel was standard.
All right, when they raced these at Daytona, Richard Petty and them, they had a Hemi,
Hemi
right?
engines.
Okay.
Yeah.
They used to beat the Fords pretty good with these, huh?
Because they were too fast.
Well, they broke the 200-mile-an-hour.
Now, is this one all authentic? It's got the right motor in it and
How many
everything?
miles we got on?
All
38,000?
Matching number?
7,000
Matching
change, yeah, everything. Motor train.
I got a friend that's got a 62 Vet. He's trying to find a replacement exact you know what I mean. He doesn't want a modern motor in it.
Oh, wow.
He'll like this.
I brought the handle so we can fly this
Yeah.
later.
Is this stick?
Stick.
All right. Got the big hearse thing going on there. Hey, you don't know what you're gonna see. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, Steve. Now, what are these air scoops coming out?
Yeah, during racing, the aerodynamics was so great that the wheels would hit the top of the fenders.
Oh yeah?
They did a NASCAR. They cut a hole in the fender so that it would clear the tire.
Oh wow!
They had to put a scoop over it to hide the hole and to make it aerodynamic. So that was it.
Very cool.
Good, huh?
Yeah.
So you're gonna do a wheelie for us in a parking lot or something here? There's some kid with a Honda wants to race you for this bill of sale. Yeah, pigs. Some idiot kid with a lot of money selling drugs and he beats the hell out of you.
Exactly, right?
That's all. Yep.
Are those the right tires, like the ones that belong on there, or?
No, because we got big tires. And
Oh.
fat tires.
But do you race this at all? You go to English Town or anything? Or where is it? Acco's another dragway?
Yeah, nothing. Goes to car shows to make it look good.
It looks nice. I like the paint. That's a nice color. That's a Midgley color.
That's called B5 Blue.
Can you open a hood? Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this is yours, right?
No, that is his.
It's your buddy?
All red.
Hang on.
Push down.
Push down.
accidental hood. Yeah.
When you get done, I need your help.
Okay. Immediate or can it wait 2 minutes? Oh, okay.
This new was about $4,500 new.
Yeah, what are they worth now? 100,000 or something?
It was appraised for $115,000.
Really?
Do we have to pay extra to see under the hood?
No, it's not detailed.
It'd be funny if you opened it up, it was a 6-cylinder. And it was all oily and everything.
Well, this is not detailed. This is the last thing that has to be repainted and redone.
Oh, okay.
It has to be detailed.
That's not too bad.
No, this is the original car, the original mileage and everything on it.
How many miles on it?
I think it's 38,000 or 39,000 on it.
You got that Roadrunner horn?
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Oh, yeah, there's the Roadrunner horn right there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
Putting those horns went, oh, God. Very cool, very cool. Superbird.
I didn't get back to you.
You know what's amazing to me, Roy? As guys buy a car like this thinking, I'll detail it out next weekend, you know? And they done 14 years later, they got their house mortgaged.
Yeah.
Let's do a face-off.
I mean, earlier or the day before?
I know you could put your life into this, and when you're done, guys want to give you a penny on a dollar. Unbelievable. That's a nice job, though. Nice interior.
Brand new interior.
Look at the horn. It says beep, beep. That's cute. Beep, beep. Very cute. Very cool. So here you are at our contest, and there's a Superbird. Powered by a Rich Oliver 440 Hemi. Hey, that's nice, Steve. Is it clean underneath?
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it up on a lift.
It's original. It's pretty clean.
Yeah, it looks pretty clean. There's no, even the pipes. I'm not crawling under there. I'll take your word for it.
It's you know, it's just a little rough because it hasn't been detailed, you know.
No, but usually they steam clean it. Oh, look, he's got the brush going on. That's nice. Show Lampione. He probably cleans his plane that way.
Yeah.
With a mop.
Yeah, that's different.
No, I'm not a plane guy.
Colored piping on the seat, that's original.
Very cool.
If you look at that seat.
Yeah.
Now, I heard last weekend when I wasn't here, or after I left, I don't remember, 3 guys showed up with Ferraris. One was a Testarossa, and they had a little car show here. I had already gone home. And somebody told them about my plane and that I fly the Ferrari flag, and they were all impressed that we had a Ferrari flag at the field. Look.
Really?
Well, what happens if you take the prop off? It'll probably go even faster. This prop has no pitch. It's not going to go anywhere. Who made this thing? Did Dubjet make this prop?
What do you think the pitch is on that, Wendy?
15 or something, I don't know. Roll, this is a toothpick. I use this to clean my teeth at the end of it when I have fajitas.
I using the material.
I heard you making noise over there. That thing sounded awesome. Look, here come the geese. They're going after you, Raul. Look. Look at this. Here they come. Unbelievable.
Look.
Is this a Nelson prop? Who makes this prop?
This quit in Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay.
Yeah, but I using the product you have for you know the.
Yeah, but I could make this better for you. I could make this a lot.
What?
Don't give me that baloney. You have no idea.
What? I give to you the.
Did that other prop I made you work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You broke the world's record, and then you don't even give me any credit.
Now I have a one here. Do you want it?
Let me see it, and I'll see if I could make it better.
Getting the brakes softer. So now we just had 12 laps after the flight, but that was richer than.
Bobby, this is your Cavalier?
Yeah.
Did you build it?
Yeah.
Or is it a Tom Morris?
No, I built it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a quick build where he sends you all the pieces.
Yeah. No, I wanted to know because I got to pick the concourse winner. I don't want to pick something that Yashenko made.
No.
Yashenko of Brooklyn here. Yashenko Morris.
Hey, I finally took it out Wednesday and got serious with it. It actually is a nice flying airplane. Jose said it needs probably another 1/4 ounce of tip weight. So I could get
Looks
one.
like it turns nice.
Yeah, this is much better than the first yellow one I had.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe I just lined it up truer.
Well,
Where do I got a Fox 35. Where do I send it?
Well, you can buy it right from him. You don't have to. He gets you the stuffer backplate, the Hemi head, and it's an extra $50 if you get this new Randy Smith balanced crankset, which makes a big difference.
Oh, I can imagine.
And it's about, I think it was like $180. Plus, I think $10 a ship.
I like to have that motor in my mind.
This is the what?
this is the one I made you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see how sharp that leading edge is and how much
Okay,
Phillips entry is on there?
Now, this is a new one I have. With this, I make a 20.7 lap, 20.4. It's about 140 or 140.
Okay.
Okay. Do you can make a one for me? And I have this as a backup.
How much money you got? You want to go 150? Show me your credit card number. Want to go 160? What kind of car you driving? When do you want me to do this? Right now, or can I take it home? I'll just bring it to the field?
Yeah.
This one's chewed up. You already ran it. Why don't you give me a new one?
This is a new one.
That's the way they come out of the mold. See, that's okay. I'll clean this up at home, and I'll bring it back to the field.
Okay.
We're just going to clean it up.
You see in the way you make it?
I know. It's
beautiful.
called, yeah, of course it is, but you could cut yourself with that.
Yeah, you know.
That's like flipping a razor blade. Put a good glove on.
Yeah, I know.
But this one will go faster, I know.
Oh, this
I don't even have to ask.
is a good one. Huh?
Did anybody ever make you a better prop than me? Come on, the truth. And did I ever get paid? No, listen to this son. Did I even get a cup of coffee, a watermelon? What did I get out of this? What the hell do I get out of this? All right, so the next issue is I got to pick out the concourse winner. And you always have to be careful with these guys because a lot of them don't build their own plane or they buy it half built or something. And in my eyes, that's a no-no.
Well, but I think Doc's using
Who's flying old time? Back circle. Let me see the quality of finish on this. You got any scratches on this? I got to pick the concourse winner.
Oh, do you? It's got a good shot on it with this thing. I'll show you the one, the hat.
Well, look.
Look at the bottoms of the planes.
I want to see the top. Got a nice pilot and everything in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice finish. Is it dope finish?
Dope finish.
All dope? Okay. Yeah. He says he built it, but I don't trust him.
This one?
Lampion lies, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
He probably bought this in one piece.
Morelli.
Borelli probably buffed it out for him. He had you rework the motor and then he takes full credit for it. He thinks I don't know this stuff.
You see this motor? It's got the,
What kind of motors he got? The
Fox
LA?
35.
Oh, with the fancy head and...
fancy head,
Yeah,
stuffer
yeah, yeah.
backplate. Everything you can put in it, he's got it.
Okay, so he's got a $400 Fox.
$400
He could have a Roadjet 90 for what that
Right,
Fox
right.
cost.
It's about a, when is he coming
Bobby,
out?
did you really build this? This looks like Tom Morris built it to me.
Oh, I built it.
Yashenko made this. Who made this?
Oh, me.
You made this?
What's your flight number, Jimmy?
I don't know. Man, you don't think I'm capable of doing this shit? What, are you kidding me? All right. Remember Schaefer and I used to use the test.
Oh, yeah.
Testis had very little on it.
Testis 39.
But yours. That's good. I'm gonna pledge it. Then I realized this is, you know what? I'm gonna fly something.
You're entered in a contest, right?
Hey, look, it is beautiful. Hey, half is what the garbage can.
This is Tom's and you refinished it?
Yeah, we put the
What did he do? He had he crashed it? Tell me the story. I don't.
Flap or something came off on
Oh,
it.
flip it over. Let me see the bottom. And it flies okay now?
It's got that Roadjet 65 in it.
This got a Roadjet 65. Okay, so what's not to like? Hard to think that would be a problem. Did you weigh it all up all together?
A little bit, yeah. We got to buy a scale. Yeah, we're going to have to get something because we don't have any idea. Other than it's lighter in my pickup truck. That's the only thing I judge them by.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it fly. I'll see if I can come up with some suggestions for you.
Yeah,
I need to see it fly though.
Oh.
That's the motor we ran on the back of the car?
On the back of the car a couple
Okay.
weeks ago.
You got it.
This is new from about here forward is all new.
Yeah, I could tell because he had a 4-stroke, yeah. Okay, cool.
Whoops, excuse me.
Mike Costella's first official here. Rodak ARC smoothie that he did a nice finish on. One of 3 planes in contention for the concourse. Now what we did is, the 3 contenders are Bob Lampione, Mike Costello, and Buddy Weeder, and I think all 3 of them, it's a 3-way tie, so they all have little things that need to be addressed, and they all basically have planes that they built some of but not all of. So what Mike Cooper is going to do is put the 3 numbers in a hat and just pick one out for the winner, and we'll do it the fair way. Oh, what a day this is turning out to be. Feel like I'm in Houston with Rich and Edie. What a day. Oh my God. What a great day to be a stunt flyer. So you don't think Joe Ortiz would be unhappy with what we did to his plane, huh?
Not at all.
I'm glad you postponed the contest because now we'll get to have it on the 29th. One way or another, it better not rain. Karen's not going to sit out in the rain all day. You know that, my boy. Yeah, and you get up some good weather. Now what we ought to do, Jose, is at the end of the contest have a fly-off. Everybody gets to fly Joe's plane. You put $10 in the kitty. The winner gets half of the money, the club gets the other half, and I'll judge.
Ah, there you go.
I'll be the judge. Let's Suarez. Let's see if he knows how to fly. See if he's man enough to hang on.
When they were really flying these planes, what was the speed that they really flew them at? Was it like this?
I don't know. They had Fox 35, so how fast could they be going?
Like pretty fast.
I mean, they didn't have any real powerful motors. Not like today. How's Mike doing?
Good.
He's still dancing, going to those dancing lessons and stuff?
And he's finishing up a new 46 strip.
Beautiful.
He stripped the old 46 strip down and refinishing that. So he's committed to the Tiger 46 program. The new 60 strip is gorgeous, but he doesn't fly it much.
He doesn't like the 60 ship.
No, he doesn't like it. Too much work, he says.
Well, Mike's definition of too much work and my definition is maybe a little different. Mike hit the ground on the outside loop or what? Go into the weeds. Go into the weeds. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey. Hey. Yeah, that's nothing. No, you should see when Tom Hampshire did that, he put it right into the cattails, just put one hole in the silk span. The thing shut off inverted? What did he do? Did he hit the ground or did it just shut off? Oh, he did hit the ground, okay. Yeah, he just broke the... Just the rudder, Mike? Okay.
Keep doing what you're doing.
You're next? Okay, I want you to make Lampione sick that he loaned you his plane. Beat him with his own plane. Beat him good, too. Beat him like they beat the New York Yankees. Well, Jose Modesto's going to fly. Bob Lampione's Cavalier. Now, Bobby, don't give him a bad needle set now. Ah, that ain't what he said last time. He said you juiced him.
He likes the juice.
You should let me set the needle for both of you guys. Sometime when you're dealing with Lampione, it seems like the whole world's upside down.
He did? Yeah, it was those high percentage.
You mean real ones or models?
No, just like these models.
Here's Jose's chance in life to give Bob Lampione a flying lesson. Now we hope when the contest is over that Bob Lampione's gonna put in a good flight on the 90 ship. What are they doing? What is this action all about? What the hell is going on here?
I don't know.
What's the matter, Bob?
They didn't have the sheet or something. Don't run any sheet.
Oh. Our professional judges are behind the 8 ball here. Jose Modesto. Flying his Yashenko Cavalier. Jose Modesto, first official on the Lampione Yashenko Cavalier. Powered by a Rojet 90. Yeah.
Yeah, quarter after 12. Yes.
Ready?
We got you.
Carlos Serra's first official. Boy, this has turned out to be a fabulous day. In fact, it's so good, Karen has decided to join me, bring some lunch. Normally I would go home to have lunch with her. She's gonna come up, we're gonna do our walking on a track here. We walk an hour a day now. She's gonna do some, making a basket lunch. We'll have it right at the field, and then we're gonna hopefully have a 90 fly-in with the people that are looking forward to flying a 90. So, and if you go back on a video, you may remember we had the fun fly with the Tiger Cat, Keith Trossel, Benny Rodriguez, Banjock, Palco, among others, Kent Tyser. Well, with this 90, we've got a lot of people that just like to take a flight. Hey, leave it at that. Leave it to them to figure out if it's friendly, if it's unfriendly, if it's mean, if it's nasty, or whatever. And we already have some good, and I'm sure I'll put it somewhere on this tape, some footage we shot with the tripod this morning. Jose got a flight. I got to blend it in here. We were flying on the back circle. And we got Rick Campbell put his plane in, actually. We got it, I think we got that on video. The camera was running from the tripods when we got that, so. Maybe an interesting, toward the end of this video, we'll get that on. Carlos, you're flying off the screen here, and it's my fault. Anyway, George Waters is really hot to trot for that A26. Every time I talk to him, I managed to find the real plans for him. I was cleaning out the garage, and I had a bunch of other things that he may be able to use for that project. Boy, are we looking forward to seeing that at Brodax next year. You never know that we won't even get a third guy that wants to build one. Who knows? Once you fly a twin, boy, it's hard not to like it. Today would have been a great day to have some twin action out here. This thing's got a nice motor run. A low pitch prop motor run where it's really screaming. Carlos Serra, first official. No, don't touch it, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Let it just clear out whatever's in there. You had something in there. Put it down. Let me see how you got it plumbed. Oh, a baby bottle tank. Oh my God. Rich Oliver's gonna die when he sees that. I'm gonna die when I see it.
So we had it big enough to put in there.
All right, number one, this thing flopping around ain't doing you a favor.
Okay.
Number two, get a filter in there.
We had a filter in it. We took it back out. We were having trouble getting it to start with it.
Did you take this spray bar out for any reason?
Yep.
And where is the hole facing?
Line it up with the other one. I put it back together. It ran good last night. It was just a little faster than what we wanted. Quite a little faster, actually.
As far as we can tell,
well, it didn't sound like it was responding to the needle like it should. So the first thing when you have this issue, take the needle valve out, flush fuel through there, okay? Right. Put the needle valve back in and let's set it. Let's see if we can set it. Leave the cowling off for now. Never use this blue rubber. Okay. This is you see how you got two of these on here? Yeah. That's I'll give you a piece. I'll give you a piece. Yeah, I know it comes with it because it's cheap. That's why it comes with it. I'll give you the red stuff. The red or the clear, but not the blue. Okay.
I got one if you don't.
See?
I don't have a good one. A what?
If you have a fuel filter, obviously you back flush it, but when you decide to run no filter for whatever reason, the only choice you have is to flush it out. Now, never over tighten that nut. Step 2. When that nut is over tightened, there's a little seal in there, and you're
squishing it.
You're killing it, yeah. Now, before you even, let's see what's in there. Back flush that filter both ways. Take some fuel and back flush it. What did you say? Oh, you got a brand new one?
Yeah, it was used once.
Yeah, the heavy, okay, the heavy screen goes toward the tank. And you don't want to have that tubing that goes to the tank like with a big bow in it going up or down. You want a straight line. See, but in this case you don't know because you don't know where the tank's going to shim either. Put it up on a mackerel and this is what comes out. Boy, I knew that was in there, and how come you didn't?
Because you're smarter than we are.
No, this is common sense. There's no secret when a motor's needling like that, something's in there. Right. Now, whenever you flush it, the other trick is turn it back on its feet. You know, obviously you don't want to get fuel on the paint. Just flush out an ounce of fuel. The fuel will also carry that out too. Soon as it's not, the only thing that can change this engine speed is fuel getting to the motor. There's no ignition timing. There's no spark advance. The only thing that's going to make it change is fuel. Yeah, here's Dubjet's answer. When a motor doesn't run right, 80% of the time it's the tank. You know what it is the other 20% of the time? Fuel. The tank. Call Dubjet and ask him.
I believe.
And he's a lot smarter than I am, believe me.
What jet motor is that? Wipe the fuel off the motor there.
You'll know right away if it's going to needle more positively now. And you don't want to do this in the air, see, because when that stuff goes up into the needle, George, what happens now, you got 8 minutes of
8 minutes of that going?
Yeah, you know, it's for nothing. Or you just leave it on your shoe. Look at this. Lampion's peeing all over his shoe here. Look at these farmers. How many guys from Flushing did it take to wipe a plane off, Bob? Oh, a 30, yeah, imagine if he had a big plane. With a 90, you'd have to go to a car wash.
There's more oil than my 60 it gives me.
You know what's nice about the 90, Bob? You don't even need a paper towel. It all goes into the tail wheel.
Look at this.
Now, how is it you're not getting an oil or a smoke trail?
Mike, I think you should make a ballerina out of it. What do you think about that? I know a guy's got a ballerina, but he never brings it out to fly. This is the field for the ballerina, baby. Plus, if you had the ballerina here, you would have won the concourse award. Wow, think of that. And I would have got lunch next week.
And thank you, judges.
And then every hour, between the hour and driving me crazy. I ate it. And there is no way to turn it off in an hour. So I go back and deal with the wind.
Now look what somebody did. They put a note on my van. Don't forget the flag. Now do you think I would forget the flag? Come on. I only forgot it once in 2 weeks. Next up, Buddy Weeder, Flight 2, second round.
Hey, lady, little girl. We're gonna fly all the time over
Buddy Weeder, second official flight. Official. So we worked on that Cardinal for quite a while. What they have is a baby bottle tank that's giving them nothing but a milkshake. That's got to go. They'll work on that later. I'm not sure we can even fit one of my tanks in there at this point in time, the way he's got it set up. Got to look at it more. The John DeTavio Cup for the best nostalgia plane is going to get awarded today. And they have 3 entries. We don't know who's going to win. They're going to pick a name out of a hat from the 3. Look at the day. Who could have? When I got up this morning, it was freezing cold. I had 2 flannel shirts on. First flights this morning, I felt like I was in Nome, Alaska, and it's in the high 70s right now. A very unsmooth smoothie that bit the dust here. I'm not sure what that's all about. I didn't even see that go in. Jose, are you gonna let Lampione win this contest? No way! Go for it! Who cares if you put his plane in? A smoothie went in. Yeah, somebody put.
In the middle of one of my maneuvers, and I heard.
Yeah, yeah. I was videotaping your flight, and I heard it, but I didn't want to take, you know, because I know how important it is to get your flight. All that money I get from selling these DVDs, you know, I can buy a new Windstar in about 20 more years. What's going on here? What's going? Oh, the wind's blowing. He's telling you to get in a river and judge from the river. Come on, Stevie, run. Let's see that faster. Well, so much now we'll run out of fuel. Well, Jose, we got one of your flights on tape anyway. Save your energy for flying at 90. This might be an out of fuel flight here before the day's over. Now the wind went back to the way it was after all of that. Oh man, you can't win. So this is Lampione's dream come true. He gets first and second place at the same contest with the same plane. One trophy is not, he might even get the concourse. He's one of the 3 guys. East Coast Stunt. So cruel. Now, just as Midgley couldn't be here, he was working on his boat today, debarnacleizing it or whatever the hell he has to do. Buy a 30-year-old boat for fun and profit. Oh my God. I can't think of anything I'd rather have less than a 30-year-old boat. Unbelievable. When I had a boat, I had 4 hours of maintenance for every time I went water skiing. And when that poor kid towed the boat out of my yard, I was making a sign of the cross. I went to church, got on my knees. Thank you, God, for getting that thing out of my life. Unbelievable. The work I put into that boat. Unbelievable. And then 11 months of therapy to recover from the torn rotator cuff from the water skiing. And I'll bet, on a day like today, I'll bet an average, and that was when gas was 50 cents a gallon. I'll bet we were going for 200 bucks a weekend in gas with that boat. Because of that Oldsmobile engine. Good luck, Dave. We're all pulling for you. Pull the boat trailer, and then you go and the thing gets a flat while you're towing it. You go to get the spare, you find out it's flat too. Oh man, until you've had a boat, you don't know how true that is. The lovely Karen has brought us lunch, and then we're gonna walk the track. Karen and I walk an hour a day. We're gonna walk, this is a new track for us to walk. We'll give it an hour, and then hopefully come back here, and if all else goes well, we'll have some of these people that are here already get. Karen's got homemade what is this, homemade stromboli?
I got Karen.
Stromboli for everybody.
Karen lost even more than
My buddy Eddie Cap. He'll get a kick out of that.
Oh, I bet he will.
Okay. Well, that's the only thing I would worry about. Okay. And we all know how good he is at that. Don't drop it.
Let me see what it looks like. Ooh, that's nice.
Crystal.
This is what we're drawing for?
Yeah, this is what we're drawing for today.
All right. Very nice. My wife won last time.
Oh,
You think it's a lucky day?
Oh, hopefully.
Can we make that happen?
Remember the Circle Point dinner?
What is this going to cost me?
Oh, they had the same prizes, I see.
Where's your tickets, Karen? You got your tickets?
Yeah, I have one of the ones.
All right, Savorsky Karen. Karen Savorsky.
Okay, here you go, Mike. Hold it up.
Mike, keep in mind, you're going to want help with that road jet. You're going to want another tune pipe someday.
I'm good. There we go. For a new road jet.
For a new road jet 90.
Is there a name on the back?
There is not a name on the back.
Okay,
so it's somebody here.
Someone here.
682-187.
682-187? Huh?
I
didn't get mine out yet. 682-187.
Oh, no, it's not me.
Somebody just before me.
Brian, where's your tickets? My wife needs that crystal vase or whatever it is. She's going to make me a trophy out of it.
No, this one.
Put it on the nose of my 90 road jet.
They could have left, though.
682-187.
Somebody just before
On the
me.
red ticket.
Randy left tickets with somebody else.
I got his ticket.
He's a loser?
He's a loser.
There's more losers here than winners, that's for sure.
Anybody have tickets?
I had tickets. Might be sleepy.
Where's Peabody? Bought tickets.
If it's Peabody, just redraw.
If it's Peabody, we're redrawing.
Where is Peabody?
But he bought, you know what, he bought after me. He wouldn't have won. He's making a photoplex.
Was somebody just before me?
Too bad I lost him then.
There's definitely no shortage of losers in this crowd.
Mike, did you finish posting the scores?
You got a chance to redeem yourself, Mike.
No, I don't.
He's beyond redemption. Does it have a name?
195. No name on it.
Close to the other one.
Same number. What the hell's right? Ron, try shaking the box.
195.
I got 196.
Well, who's got 195?
Same guy who bought those tickets. He bought 10. I got 198. I got 198.
This is 195.
198 doesn't count for squat.
682-195.
What's the big deal? It's not a lot.
You got somebody. You got the right tickets.
You know, the truth is everybody here's a loser.
No, now he finds his ticket.
He probably has both of them.
Sleepy had it. I might have known it. Sleepy has the ticket.
He won twice.
You got. Let me see that.
Sleepy Savorsky.
He's got the 187.
Judges getting.
Let's see that, Sleepy. You can put that on your dresser.
What happened to the Swiss Army watch?
Someplace out there. Let's go. Okay, go ahead. Don't
Make sure you declare that on your income tax too, Sleepy.
Now, they're good for, you come in the next week's contest?
Yes.
Then don't throw your tickets away.
They used to give out the Stromboli, right?
Sleepy, have some Stromboli. So Sleepy's paying for the Sleepy's paying for his next Cardinal kit with a Savorsky crystal. Try it on, Karen. Let's see what it looks like.
You don't wear it because
You don't wear it? I thought it was a ring.
It's a display piece.
An Italian ring.
That big? My God. Where they came from.
Okay, I guess it's trophy time now. Who's the big winner here? Jose or Jose or Jose? Or Jose? Yeah.
No, we don't know yet. We're waiting for one more.
Oh, Lampione didn't get his last flight yet. Okay.
No, he did. It's being tabulated as we speak.
Oh, while I was walking, he was flying.
You missed a good crash, Wendy.
No crash is good unless it's somebody else. Who crashed?
I did.
Oh no!
Hit a sinkhole coming out of the square 8.
The JD?
Yeah, I made the corner and it went about 2 foot further and just went.
Is it a fixable or?
Yeah, it's just barely touched the canopy, got the nose and the rudder.
Okay, it does.
Good. Make a 90 test ship out of it.
Thank you everybody for coming today. I think we had a fairly decent weather. It wasn't bad, you know.
Yeah, you'd die for another day like this.
So we had a good turnout, and I thank you all for showing up. I thank our judges and all the kitchen crew that worked really hard today.
Hey, Erica! Woo!
She's up there, I think. She's up there in the tower. So third place, who's that guy? Mike Stello.
Hey! Rudderless Ostello. Mike, I wish I flew to Ballerina Ostello.
Second place, John Saunders.
Hey!
I didn't forget something like that.
Hey!
And first place, where is he? Jimmy Demerol.
Hey!
That's the wrong plane.
Yeah, but it's the right guy.
Wrong airplane, but the right guy.
Hey, you got it.
Hey!
That's all. That's it for intermediate. Beekman.
Hey! Hey!
All right.
Brian!
First.
There's too much noise here. Let me walk away.
Oh, we're still waiting for the experts. But we have a couple other awards. Okay, we got 3 more.
Show off! Now who got, oh, Lampion, come on, yay! I think Jose deserved it, he flew better. Congratulations, Bob.
If I wanted the material.
Actually, I should probably put.
Borelli wants to know if you confessed that he built that finish on that plane. He wants to know. I got him on a cell phone. Borelli's on a cell phone. He wants to know if you really buffed that plane out. Talk to Borelli. Hey, Jim.
Remember when we were at the Nats and the guy said, Jim's airplane? Oh, Wendy must have finished that.
Yeah, right.
I went over and told Jim, I said, they think Wendy finished it. I thought he was going to.
I wish I could get him to finish my plane.
You remember the guy, Ward
Yeah.
Van
Yeah.
with Randy Smith?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
going to be a Wendy airplane finish.
Yeah, of course.
That's when he was in the front row.
I can guarantee you this.
Come on, who's gonna win expert? This is.
We know who's going to win.
I'm on pins and needles here.
Me too.
This is going to be a quiet ride home for Lampion if Jose wins. Can you picture the ride home? Lampion will have duct tape on his mouth for the whole ride home. Jose, we know the reality. You flew better. If it wasn't for the fact they feel sorry for Bobby, it's a sympathy vote.
That happened when he won the Nats.
It just dropped on its own. Dead flat. I mean, it made the turn and it was flying away.
But at the Nats, you don't have.
John DeTavio Trophy.
Have expanded.
No, at the Philly Flyer area, you need a bump.
Oh, yeah.
Hit a pocket.
Jose, smart money's on you, baby.
We mix our own tent.
Smart money's on you.
That's what I was flying today. I saw him enough money though.
Oh, Lampion, you never could tell with him. No judge is sacred when he's around. All right, Erica, final score time. Lampion's trying to pretend she. Here comes your score, Lampion. Dun 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 dun. Mike thinks he's Warren Tiart here with the score, holding it up to the last minute.
Winner is.
And the winner is 5.
5.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm coming on. I think I better stay with this here.
Jose, did you get him or not?
I took care of it.
Okay, take care of business, right?
Yeah, but you know.
As long as you beat Lampion, nobody cares about the rest of
Look
it.
at the score. He killed by
50.
Just half demolished plane. Jimmy Demerol.
Hey!
Second place by 1 point, huh?
Yeah, he was by 1 point.
Bobby Lampion.
Whoa! Ooh!
And first place was Buddy. He'll get emailed his plaque. And and that's
How do you email a
We
plaque?
don't have a picture from. Thank Erica for the tabulator.
All right, Erica! Hey!
We did before, but you were over there.
next week, same time, same place.
Same weather.
Channel.
Same weather, or Mike Cooper pays through the nose.
No, it's a Stella's problem next week.
Either that or Brian's good.
Had a great contest. And we're going to try to get Bob Lampione, Jose, some of the other people that were here to experience the 90s. And how far along we've got the development, and I'm not sure where that is right now, because tomorrow morning we're going to start testing heads. But I think you can hear just the raw power of what's going on here. Sometimes the best part of the contest is after it's over. And this has certainly been a great, great day. One of the nicest meets we've had here at Pal Park. Look, you had to walk around a circle to get out of the sun. Bob Lampione flying the 90 ship, the Rojet 90 test ship. And the main purpose of shooting these flights is really just to hear the motor run, because even so far from being outside the circle, which I don't get the opportunity to do too much, I can hear that we still need a little more tank shim, and it seems like every time I put in a 32nd of an inch, I'm sorry I didn't put in a 16th, we could use a little more. The air's shifting now. Bob should be relatively comfortable because the plane is very similar. It's a pattern master to his competition plane. Aerodynamics are very similar, if not identical. I'd have to line them up. Now, if he can land it without breaking or chipping a prop. I am so impressed. He lands without breaking the prop. Put it in the pits, Bob. Ruben's gonna fly.
I tell you, this airplane flies good, Jose. It really is flat. It's flat, right? It's flatter than I remember, yeah.
Nah, put it out off the pits. These guys are gonna fly. You guys are going, right, Rube? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna fly some Stragers.
Stragers! Cooper, you gotta fly this. Cooper wimps out. The 90. Everybody loves the 90. And now they're all going into Strager mode, so we're gonna have to wait between flights. Ah, boo. So you don't want to fly it? Tell Rich Oliver you're afraid to fly his plane.
No, I'm not.
This young man is going to fly it. Look at this. Look at this. You want to fly a Rojet 90? See, he's a wimp. He's a real man. That's the way it works. Right, Sleep?
Yeah.
Does he want to see one? Yeah. And we get back from the contest, and this is the treat. It's our barometer of just where this summer is going, and it's fading away one leaf at a time. And every time we look at it, you know darn well, if the leaves are this orange, there can't be much of these really nice summer days left, but today certainly was one of them. Look at that sun, and we're going to be looking into that sun for a good part of the morning. Anyway, today's goal. We have the Hemi head from Rich Oliver. We have another prop to test. And we are just going to hopefully be rounding out, getting as much tuning done on this 90 as we can before we start building our new plane. And starting to build Rich Jacobone's new Stuka crutch. So the first thing I want to do this morning, and before we even get a flight, nobody else is even here, and because I'd have to deal with this sun in my eyes, where it's really difficult to fly the plane, I want to change the head, put Rich Oliver's Hemi head on before we even get a square one flight, and try to spend the whole day trying to decide how high up that Hemi head has to be shimmed. Now the stock head that's on here now required a lot of shimming. In fact, I wound up with every single shim that I had under the head, and it might still be a little on the high side. We won't know until we get the Hemi head on. And we got a really excellent day to do some testing. That air density is up around, oh boy, almost 97. This will be an excellent day. It's cool this morning, but it's going to go up into the 70s this afternoon, so we'll get a nice wide range of temperatures to try this in. Now, between having a temperature gauge to check the head temperatures once we get this switched over, we also have another stock head that if this head is too low on compression, I can run to the lathe and make one that's half the amount. Now this is the Richards Hemi head. We have a spare stock head, and we got the one, of course, that's on the plane. So let me get busy here and get this pulled off. Now, to make this test as valid and as realistic as I can, I want to use the exact same glow plug too. Now in the past I haven't done that. I've left a plug in each head, but so we're really trying. What the objective here is to really, by the time we get to making crutches, and that may be in a week or so, depending on the weather, that could happen real quick. Some of these I've already pre-loosened. Always want to loosen them and tighten them in a star pattern. Boy, we just had that real nice gap in the weather. Looks like we're going to have another gap in the weather here soon. They're predicting 2 or 3 really nice days, and the only problem is they lie a lot. But it would be really nice. It would be fantastic, in fact, if by the end of this season, let's call it a season, we could have as much tuning, as much prop work, settle in on a Venturi size to start with. But that doesn't mean that all winter we won't be doing even more testing. But the problem is, in that cool weather in the winter, things are just better than they really are in the real world of 70 and 80 degree temperatures. And it's an asset now. Rich Jacobone is going to be going to Italy, #1. So hopefully when he gets back, I'll have crutches made for his Stuka, have crutches made for my new plane. I did get the bigger landing gear from Jose, haven't had a chance to do the fit on it. I wanted to do that at the shop if I could, because I got to make some spacers and bolts, and again, we're going to find out. Now, we're on the 6th gallon of fuel that's been through this engine. Roughly 6 ounces average, so you can figure out how many flights we have on it. The exhaust systems are out at Scott Dinger's. They should be back later this week, and then we'll do an exhaust system day test. Just change the exhaust system every so many flights. Try to settle in on what that's going to wind up looking like. Okay, we're ready to get the first runs on the Hemi. Now it's really, I didn't expect this, it's really warming up here in a hurry. Now normally it takes a little longer before we get a couple of flights in, well, relatively cool air. That isn't going to happen today. They said it's going into the high 70s, and well, this'll even put the engine to more of a test. Now the trick here is going to be, we know the RPM at that setting was 8,400. I'm just going to run this and see if I've gone up in RPM, down in RPM, just to get a rough reading on this before I start shimming it. Again, we don't have any base data to work with on this head, other than the fact Richard just cut this on a lathe at a random cut just to lower the compression so we wouldn't need all those gaskets. But if we're running somewhere around 8,400 now, if we're running 86, I'll know the compression higher than with the other head. And if it's 82 or somewhere down in that range, well, we're going to find out. Now it's difficult with this tack, with the sun, to get an accurate reading. You have to kind of get it in the shade. So from the first couple of runs, what we've done is, this head, I've gone in and out and left the needle alone. We've picked up about 300 RPM with this Hemi head. So it's still telling me that the compression on this is higher than the compression on the head that we had on there with all the head gaskets. So as the day goes on, what I'm going to do is put one head gasket in, and of course I want to let it cool in between runs. 1 or 2 head gaskets at a time until this gets tamed down a little bit. It's that increase in compression really made this a lot peppier. Now sometimes that might be what you want if you're pulling a big heavy plane with a small engine, but when you have a big engine pulling a relatively relative to the engine size small plane, the last thing you need is the violent 2-cycle brake. So it's looking like across the board, where's that tack? Ha! Loses the tack. We're getting a roughly 300 RPM increase across the board on everything here. Now, unfortunately, this is the part of it that just takes forever. We know we have 300 RPM gain, and we want to kill off some of that. And we know it's not going to happen without a head. How many head gaskets were in here. And we're going to spend the whole day doing this. There's no point. That's why I brought the pad. I think we had 11 or 12 gaskets in here. Oh, there's a whole stack. No doubt about it. There's a whole stack. But we had the power right about where we wanted it. So what I'll do is I'll put maybe half of this amount in there. That might be a good way to do it. Anyway, that's what we're going to have to do for the rest of the day here, because I want to get this sorted out. And for sure, I would say at this point, Rich Oliver thought this Hemi was not going to be way too low in compression. Not even close. Now what it means is I can take this. If I see it needs get more than 1 or 2 gaskets, go home and cut the head even a little bit more, Hemi it out a little bit more. Because every time I've Hemied it out, it seems to run cooler too, just a little bit cooler. But that's why we have that digital thermometer, make sure we can stay within the range we know will work good for a stunt motor. But without head gaskets, it's almost impossible, or without heads, to get the 2-cycle power of the run right. It's hard for me to get it right.
Always make sure I get all of the schmutz off of this.
And we'll be ready for the next part of the test. Now, one of the things this year, while we're doing head gaskets here in between flights, one of the real success stories of this year, I think, is the progress Rich has made. In the beginning of this year, he had a smaller engine. Now he's got a bigger engine. In the beginning of the year, he wasn't comfortable pitching his own props. Now he's doing his own props. He's been able to identify things that he wants to change. And I think he's made just amazing progress. And I think his flying's gotten better too as a side benefit. But he's getting comfortable tuning his own equipment, tuning the prop, figuring out when a plane is too frisky, when it's too wimpy, deciding when it's time for certain trim changes. And the only thing left on his whole program here is to learn how to fly in the correct direction. And once we teach him that, he's home free all. Now here's something that may or may not be significant. Watch Rich's plane come around and look at the smoke trail. See the smoke trail? Now I've noticed on the video even, and a lot of people mentioned it yesterday at the contest, that the smoke trail, one of the things with having the exhaust right in front of the wing, first off, the plane stays just as clean, but you don't get as much of a smoke trail. You get a lot less. And we're using the same fuel. So whether that ever becomes an issue, I don't know. But Rich is totally convinced his new Stuka is going to be the plane of the future. He is really hot to trot. 3 days from now, him and his wife are going on vacation to Italy, so we won't see him for a while. But his wing is already ready to go to Johnny Duncan. We're going to be making him up his 90 crutch. Yeah, that smoke trail, there's times I wonder that we can't make that better. Times it doesn't matter. Seems like when the wind is blowing, it's a lot less. But Rich, I really have to congratulate him. I give him a hard time about everything, but I think he's going on a well-deserved vacation. And boy, his wife Susan has really been the ultimate stunt wife. She runs his business while he's out here flying all day. I think he's going to have a great, and of course, one of the advantages he has going to Italy, being Italian and speaking fluent Italian, opens a lot of doors. He'll get a lot of free slices of pizza. And when he meets with some of those exotic stunt flyers in Italy, I don't know if he's going to link up with any of them. I don't think so because of Susan. But if I was going to Italy, I'd have at least one night, have a big Italian pizza party at Bimbolini's Pizza or something. And when Zambelli went to Italy, which he did, Bob's Italian too, and he speaks Italian too, of course, one of the neat things was he got to go to the field and shoot video with the guys that were out there flying. And apparently there are quite a few of them in Italy. And this youngster that they have, this 15-year-old Italian young man, he looks like the future of the world of stunt. We need to get him a girlfriend. That'll torpedo his effort. We need to get him like the equivalent of one of the American rock stars. Anyway, all right, we're back to doing head gaskets. And before the day's out, we're going to get John DeTavio to fly the plane, and we're going to get some video. Now we're basically at the point where we've worn out the head screws. This has been a good experience, and we want to go see what footage we got off the tripod. I'll try to put, if we got anything worthwhile. But all the flights that are from this point on, these are flights with the Hemi head for Rich Oliver's benefit. After a whole day of shuffling gaskets in and out, it has the look of the Hemi head and about 6 gaskets. Gets us right into that 8,400 RPM range where Doran's 4-blade runs good. But again, I'll get a couple of these flights. Rich is going to be flying in between, so you can just skip those flights if you want to, or if you want to watch Rich fly. To be honest, I'm getting sick of seeing him fly. Now, one of the reasons I moved the camera, not only is it the air is crazy, but we also have some lovers that decided they're going to park right by the camera. Now on that last flight, I just wanted to waste the flight testing those 2 rubber stingers. So even with 2, it's too restrictive. Imagine with 1. Even with 2, way too restrictive. It lost 300 RPM. Motor lost all its punch. Now, obviously it would be easy to retune it, but it's just as easy to pull those, and those rubber things, they're just not happy with the rubber things. So this was the one part of today's testing that I don't think was successful anyway. We put 2 of these on, and it just killed it. It just took the edge right off the power, and I don't want to start retuning and everything. And to be honest, I didn't like the sound. The sound, it was getting into the area where it didn't sound real. It
didn't sound like a road jet.
No, it didn't have that authoritative sound that I like. And that's one of the things I love about this motor is the sound. So anyway, that was that part of the test. The head is totally successful. I marked which is the Hemi on right in front of the glow plug, so I can always tell right away which head is on there. We'll do more testing under other weather conditions, but today was real successful. And the only part of it, we'll just pull these off. Save these for another exhaust system. And hopefully by the end of the week we'll get back our Scott Dinger exhaust, and then we can do a 1 day of exhaust testing. But the minute you start putting a potato in that exhaust pipe, it gets real unhappy in a hurry. Rich and I both prefer the sound of no baffles. Right?
That's right.
As I watch the tree fade away every morning, we lose a little more of the leaves. So pretty though. All the trees are starting to turn now, this part of the country. So listen, fish, I'm having my coffee, trying to decide what we're going to test today, as we are using up the last beautiful days of fall here. It's just unbelievable. Now here I am coming into the park. It looks like another gorgeous day. We got a whole ton of things to test. And what do I see? These guys beat me here. Ah, that bird's gonna beat me. They beat me to the flying field. God, it must be nice to be rich. To have this kind of money at your disposal, that you can just beat Wendy to the flying field. Ah, John's already flying. The puddles are going down. Oh, look at these guys. Ricky Rojet Stunt Team at your disposal.
The day would never end without a song.
That really does look like it's going to be a nice day. Rich has got his flag up. Sun is shining. We'll try to get some tripod flying. And we've got things to test, as we always do. As we use up the last, well, I keep saying the last couple of days of fall. But they just, this has been a great Indian summer.
Rich!
This is something Rich Jacobone, because of having not much flying talent, at least he knows how to start an engine.
Watch me teach this youngster how to start an engine.
One flip. He's a penguin. with one leg missing. He's a one flipper. Oh, now he's gonna drop the plane. Go. Look at what a Chinese fire drill this is.
Never mind, never mind.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh my God.
Never mind, never mind.
I could be in Houston, I could have won the Nats. Look at this stuff going on here. Now pay attention because he has this down pat. Rather than practicing his square 8 and stretching it out so he could be winning some of these locally open contests, instead, what does he do? Oh man, they didn't get the stupid started this way in Stalingrad, did they? Come on.
Contact.
Watch this now, pay attention. Never
Clear
fail.
the prop.
Hey!
Oh, shit.
78! Now it'll bite his ass too, John.
Oh.
Okay, you ready, Rich? Pay attention. Rich, oh! Rutherford's gonna be laughing at this. John Hill will be rolling there eating potato chips. Oh, man. I'm sending this out to Gene Martin, to Fancher. Oh.
Lost it. Johnny.
Oh, he lost his virginity here. Oh,
no,
man, don't be a baby chickie. Come on, come on. You look like me. Oh, they can't. Oh, this is. I better rewind this tape.
This is embarrassing.
I better rewind this tape. What do you want to do?
Start it upside down.
Start it upside down.
It's flooded.
Oh, this guy. Hang on. Let me get my flipperoo. I'm not flipping your prop bare hand. Flip-a-dooley.
Oh, you gonna start it?
Well, you ain't having such luck, are you? Let's try it without a battery. That'll work.
No. There's enough juice in there.
Oh my God, you got it flooded.
I said that.
Holy
flooded.
mackerel.
Put the contact lock. Oh my God.
Wait, you can't even turn that off.
No. Don't ruin my engine. Don't ruin it. I'll take care of it. Just hold the plane.
I'll tell you what, you flip. This is on camera too.
Hold the plane.
I'm not even. I don't even want to know about this act. You're gonna hurt yourself flipping that. You better.
I flooded it.
What'd you do? Put a can of lighter fluid in there? Oh, Rich Oliver's going. He's gonna laugh at me. See, John, how God punishes you? See that?
Flip it backwards.
Flip-a-dooley. Flip-a-dooley. Oh, glad I got the camera running for this. What a Chinese flight. Gene Martin's getting the first copy of this. Unbelievable. So there you have it. So poor Rich, he gives me a hard time. The other day the 90 bit me, took off a finger. He was laughing. Ain't 8 paybacks of joy, huh, John? He gives John a hard time about not getting one flip starts, and so God looked down on him this morning and said, okay, wise guy. See, we don't only do serious motor testing here, we have fun every step of the way. And believe me, the fun we have offsets the fact that we're dying of old age one molecule at a time here. We're just sinking into the great abyss. But we are going out in style, baby. John, you couldn't have made that up if you wanted to, right? You can't make that stuff up. Nah. I could. That was so bad. Poor Rich. Watch this. I'm going to give Rich Oliver a flying lesson. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, they're coming to get him now. So Rich has 2 days and he's going to be leaving on the Big Bird for Italy. I hope he's not on the no-fly list. It'd be funny if we could put him on the no-fly list somehow. Strip search him and everything before he goes on the airplane. Anyway, going to Italy, taking his lovely wife Susan. Hope they have a great time, because be one less guy clogging up my arteries here, so John and I can get some serious flying in. Get rid of some of the riffraff off of this field. All right. And when he comes back from Italy, we'll have his 90 crutch ready for him. Oh, here they come. Look at this. We're getting attacked. Look at this. Birds, 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 birds. All right, they're okay. Yeah, but the one day you don't see them, John almost whacked one. We got that on video, too. That was pretty funny. They got John's picture up in the Goose Hall of Fame. Who is this man flying into our feathered friends? Now stretch it out, Rich. Look at this cigarette box city here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But we really are having a good time. We really are going to get some stuff tested today. I sense a good day is at hand. And every day so far with the 90, it just gets crazier and crazier, more and more fun. We're learning something every day. Putting it all in the bank, hopefully going to have that as dialed in as we can by the time it comes time to cut wood for the new plane. So we already have quite a few pretty cool ideas for incorporating into this new ship. And I hope you're going to enjoy building along with us. Les is scheming and dreaming already. He's got several ideas. John Cafaro has sent some sketches in. I've got some ideas. As always, it'll hopefully be a nice team effort. We'll have the build-a-thon up by Midley's to make the carbon wing. Hopefully going to get our Scott Dinger mufflers back soon. There's just a lot of interesting things going on all at the same time here, including lessons on how to get your engine started in one flip by Uncle Rich. We're going to rename him One Flip Rich. All right, now we're going to give Rich a chance to redeem himself in Rich Oliver's eyes. Rich Oliver right now, I guarantee you right now, Rutherford, Oliver, they're rolling on the floor going, ah. But
okay, Rich, last time I flooded it. I flooded it the last time.
Unbelievable. This is definitely going to be a one flip start.
This is definitely going to be a one flip start.
Now just for the record, he did have about 200 in a row one flip starts. We went to Middlesex. You want to tell him what happened? He flipped the prop came off, the glow plug came out, the battery was dead. No fun. I'm not having any fun here. I'm going to have to get a second job.
Watch this. I'm going to teach the youngster how to start an engine.
Find somebody who knows how to have fun.
Here we go.
Unbelievable.
Here we go.
Incredible. And I got to deal with this every day until I wear these guys out, and then they go for coffee.
The head Rama.
The head. Come on, start it. I got testing to do. Rich Oliver's not paying me all this money. Free airline tickets to Namibia. Come on, let's go. There we go, one flip, pay attention.
Contact.
Contact.
Clear the prop.
What we're gonna do from this point on, I already set up the stooge while Rich is flying. He's gotta go. They're getting ready to pack for Italy. And I wanna start doing my testing. So I always like to start off, as I always do, the first flight of the day. I want it to be a square one flight. Make sure nothing's changed. Make sure I haven't, the weather is very similar to yesterday. It's a little cooler. We're about 92.5 on the air density. And if we do get, now I don't know how long we're going to be able to hang out here. We have a couple other issues that I have to deal with today. Very, not the way things are going. I think I'd just rather stay here with the 90 and let them go. I got to get Karen's car to inspection. And I think we're going to be overdue at the end of the week or something. But anyway, the next step on this, get a square one flight, and then I want to try some of the wood props. I heated this gear just a little bit, bent it, pigeon-toed it in. I also have Jose's gear here, but I haven't been able to make up the little spacers I need to get it on the way I've got the plane modified. So I'm going to be real careful, but as always, I want to start with my 8400 prop, tack the engine at 84, get a square one flight just to feel everything out. What we're going to try to do, first flight is going to be a square one flight with the 4-blade 8400. Then we're going to put on the John Brodak wood prop. So the second flight will be the wood prop, and then we're going to try to compare and see if we're anywhere in the ballpark. Now I got those gear bent, and I'm just hoping I'm not going to lose the prop because we only have one. Okay, that's the square one flight, 8400, Doran's 4-blade, totally stock. Hemi head, 6 head gaskets, 248 Venturi. So that's where we're starting this test. Now the next part of it is I want to, and again I've bent those gears so I hope I'm not going to chip a prop. I got to set up the stooge because Rich is already gone. Now I can do some testing. I don't like to test when other people are here because I don't get to fly back to back. So now I'm going to get to fly back to back. I've got that wood prop. I have some that Rich Oliver sent too, but basically it's that big rev up, the 15-inch that John Brodak sent that I really want to test. That looked like it was the closest of a match that I could get and still get it on the plane. Now normally what I would do, I guess I can just skip this step for right now since I've already run this prop. I've got this one, which was a test prop that I made up from the set that Doran sent. And that one pretty much matches this one right on the money. So that was one of the things I wanted to have, was an exact copy of it. Now what always happens here is I lose track of what I'm doing. Plus a pending old age, I guess. Anyway, so what I've been doing is, rather than taking a chance on forgetting all this stuff, by the way, the spinners have worked out just great. This is one of the things that's going to make the 90 a doable, hopefully very doable. Now, we know that this is the square one prop. This is the one that we have our gauge married up to here. So, and you can see what happens is at some point in time, from wiping a plane off and whatever, I need to re-put the numbers back on this. Because I don't want to start mixing and matching these. In fact, I ought to grind it in with a Dremel tool since this is the 8400 RPM prop. This is absolutely 8400. Got the really nice load. I think you can see from the square one, even in this kind of hawky air where it's swirling around a little bit. So what we start with is two that are pretty much well matched. The 4-blade props, they don't fit in the places the 3 blades fit. Okay, now this is going to be the first time we've had a 15 on the plane because of the gear clearance. I'm going to open this up just a little bit. And I want to again thank John for making this available because we don't have any supply. This is a 15.5 rev up, a stock 15.5 rev up. And I wanted to start with, and it's for Rich Oliver's information as well as mine, some bigger diameter props. And I'm going to have to relieve this just a little bit. We'll try to get a little idea whether it's 15. First off, we're going to try to run it at a lower RPM. I don't know what the RPM is yet because of we don't have a gauge for this prop. But I'm sure it's going to be lower than 8400. I'm suspecting this prop's going to have a lot more load. But again, we'll find out. And I wonder if that spinner's going to fit. If not, I'll have to make up one with bigger blade cutouts. Although just for a test flight, we don't really need it. But again, having a really good square one that we can go back to and compare it to, that's really going to be critical, I think. Oh. Alright, the spinner's not going to fit. I got to make one up with bigger cutouts. I don't want to cut the paint off of this because it's painted nicely. So we'll just put this aside. We'll fly it without that. Anyway, and this is the part where Rich Rich Oliver thought we're going to start making some big gains in performance once we could get the diameter up. Well, we're going to find out right away. Just don't want to forget anything. Put the spinner away. And boy, I never in my wildest dream thought in the middle of October we'd have this kind of weather. It's mid-70s, low 90s on air density. Just an incredible time to fly. We've just had day after day after day of this too. But you know it's going to end, and you know it's going to end abruptly and without warning, and then it's time to start cutting motor mounts. But I've already learned enough about this engine in particular that I think it's helped Rich a lot. And if this goes on to become a popular engine, which you never really know, it's always hard to tell what will entertain them. But it'll certainly make for a challenging winter, that's for sure. I've got to really be careful on the takeoff on this now because we are really limited to prop clearance. Okay, my gut impression of the prop, and it surprised me. It's very, very close. Actually, it looks pretty funny with a prop that big on a plane. I thought, first of all, that my first impression was I'm going to have no corner. Well, that didn't happen. Corner is exactly the same. Actually, the weight of this prop is a little lighter than Doran's 4-blade. So, and the fact we don't have a spinner is contributing to that, but we will make up a spinner in the next day or so to test, just to keep everything on an even keel. Now, this prop, without touching the needle, it was about 100 RPM. It was running 8,500. Seems like because of maybe the diameter, maybe this is a helical pitch prop, and the plane flew a little bit slower, seemed to have about the same line tension. But what I'm going to do is just up the RPM 100 RPM, which means it's going to run about 8,600. And what that's telling me is maybe what I need to have is a 15.6, not a 5, a 15.6 to bring this back down into the RPM range where I was trying to keep it under 8,400. But again, once I get this test done, I'll know what that is. I'm going to go set the camera up on a tripod so I can get one flight for Rich Oliver, but this is going to be the first, well actually I flew this once already. This will be the second flight of the 15, it's a 15.5 rev up, and boy does the takeoff get hairy. Okay, just for reference, this is flight 2 of the 15.5 rev up that we got from John Brodak. Well, that prop was a real eye-opener. I'm shocked that the plane didn't lose any corner at all. I am shocked how good it flies with that prop. And again, it's a good match for the power character. It's running 100 RPM faster. That's the only tentative downside to this, but that's not even a downside. Now, what I'm going to do the rest of the day, because I do have about another hour, I have a couple of wood pry, I think I have 3 of them that Rich Oliver sent, and I want to go through them while I have no spinner on a plane. 1, 2, 3, so I can pick the best of the wood props. So then I'll have what I hope will be a fly-off, or have 2 combinations of the 4-blade, which we know is in the bank, and the 2-blade, and we can see if we can push the envelope just a little bit further. I was hoping to come away with something that would run about 8,000. But what'll be perfect, if somebody out there has one, is a 15.6. Now that I know this, and this is in the database, a 15.6 rev up, and if I remember, maybe Zambelli's got one, that would just lower the RPM. Again, still have to test it, still have to do it. We have really made good use of this day. We have burned down all the camera batteries today, and I hope some of this tripod footage is going to come out, and I hope some of these prop tests are going to come out. But we finally got the wood props on the plane, and the only thing left is to make a spinner or cut back on the wood on the prop so the spinner fits on, so I'm getting apples to apples, not because with the spinner off, the spinners are 6 grams. And with that, it's a 1/4 of an ounce off the nose on a plane like this, because it's nose heavy and it's bottom heavy. The nose heavy hurts, but it's worse because now you've even altered the vertical CG even worse by taking that 6 grams off the crankshaft. Boy, it has really heated up. I've got the 2-bladed spinner, and this will give me the CG back where I think it should be anyway, and give me a chance to test more of the 2-bladed wood props. But so far it looks like the clear winner is the 15.5, and boy, we're looking forward to seeing if we can get a 15.6. Now, one of the reasons is the wood prop is just a little bit lighter. It's 10 grams lighter than the 4-blade. That's a significant amount. And when you count that, well, if you could run it at the same RPM, it could be that the wood is giving us less of a GP. I don't know. See, I don't have enough flights on it yet, but I'm going to try to get a day or 2 of flying on this. I'm going to try to get some more tripod flights, even though the sun is maneuvering into a bad position now. But just so Rich can see the progress we made, and the 15-inch prop, forget about the idea that you'll lose some corner with a 15-inch prop. There's no corner loss here at all, none. This is again, and again I'm trying to move the camera because what's happening as the sun is almost in a spot where I'm looking right into the sun for the whole flight. So I don't want to, boy oh boy, I'm getting a headache from being out here. I got enough sunscreen on me. If they had a grease pig contest, I'd be in contention. Well, this certainly was a good day. We got to get back to the shop. We've worn out the stooge, emptied the gas can, and we've learned a lot about the wood props. And the thing we've learned is this 15.5 it looks like the best of the bunch, and it looks like it's going to be doable. And the thing that I was listening to other people and telling me that when the prop diameter went beyond a certain yeah, not when the RPM is lower though, and we're still at 8,500. I don't think it hurt it at all. You could look at the video and you could decide. The feel didn't change either. That was an important thing. So if we switched from one to the other, the feel didn't change. So I thought that was pretty significant. But anyway, this has been a great day. I want to quit while I'm ahead, and that's always a good time to quit. And when that gas can is empty, you can bet I'm ready for lunch. Pour supper.